We've had a lot of conversation about the first day in the White House. I think we ought to picture what that first day in the White House would be for each of us. I'll just speak for myself. You know, I'm the candidate up here who's never taken a dime from a Washington lobbyist in my entire time in public life, or a dime from a special interest PAC. The first day that I'm President of the United States, there will be no corporate lobbyists working in my White House. There will be no lobbyists who's lobbied for foreign governments. And this is a very personal cause for me, because I come from a family, my father's in the audience tonight, where my father worked for 37 years in the mills. He didn't get a chance like I did to have a college education. And this is a fight for the middle class and families just like the one I grew up with. My grandmother, who helped raise me, had a 5th or 6th grade education, came from a family of sharecroppers. She worked in the mill every day so that I could have the chances that I've had. And I spent 20 years fighting irresponsible corporations in courtrooms. I know what it takes to fight these people and win, but here's what I would want people to know. What I want people to know is this battle is deep inside me, and it is personal. And it matters whether it's personal or not, because if it's either academic or political, when the tough fight comes, you'll walk away from it. You'll do what's political. This fight is deeply personal to me. I've been engaged in it my whole life. The fight for the middle class, the fight against powerful special interests, and it is a fight I will wage on behalf of the American people as President of the United States, and win, as I have for 54 years.
Senator, I'd like to follow that up then.
Sure.
You served 6 years in the U.S. Senate.
Yes.
And on the campaign trail, it seems like you don't talk a lot about the 6 years. The people of New Hampshire probably remember you talking about your war vote and explaining later on why you weren't happy about that.
Yes.
Can you give New Hampshire voters a guide of something significant that you accomplished in your 6 years as a U.S. Senator?
Absolutely.
That would give us some guide as to what kind of president you're going to be?
Absolutely. I can tell you exactly. I'll give you one very specific example, a big example. When the Democrats finally took over the United States Senate, the first issue that was brought to the table was the so-called Patients' Bill of Rights, so that patients and families can make their own health care decisions. What's happening now is insurance companies are running all over people. I mean, the case of Natalie Sarkeesian, which a lot of the audience will be familiar with, 17-year-old girl who lost her life a couple of weeks ago because her insurance company would not pay for a liver transplant operation. She had health insurance, but the insurance company wouldn't pay for it. They finally caved in a few hours before she died. We need a president who will take these people on. What we did, and I didn't do it alone, don't claim to have done it alone, but I, Senator McCain, who was here earlier, Senator Kennedy, the three of us wrote the Patients' Bill of Rights. The three of us took on the powerful insurance industry and their lobby every single day of the fight for the Patients' Bill of Rights. And we got that bill through the United States Senate and got it passed. And I'm proud of having done that. But that's just an example of why this battle is personal for me. You know, if we need a president who believes deeply in here, believes deeply in this battle, and it is personal for me. When I see these lobbyists roaming around Washington, D.C., taking all the politicians to cocktail parties, I mean, the picture I get in my head is my father and my grandmother going in that mill every day so that I could have the chances I've had. Where is their voice in this democracy? When are they going to get heard? They need a president who will stand up for them, and so does every American who's listening to this debate.